Welcome to week 23.
I'm going to be dropping in some short little video clips of some tips and tricks from friends of mine from the club, some good amateurs and some pros and some elites that I know that maybe break these videos up a little bit for you and make them a little bit more interesting.
Right, so here we go. Triathlon top tips. Number one, the swim. Whatever type of swim you're going to do, you know, you might be swimming in a lake, you might be swimming in the sea, you're hoping, fingers crossed, it's going to be flat, calm, nice conditions. It might not be. So, top tip, always have practice in some rough conditions. I like to go down the beach, maybe on a really rough day with a bit of swell running, or go and get in the lake when it's tipping it down with rain and it's horrible windy conditions. And then at least if it comes to race day and it is nice, then you'll be pleasantly surprised. Second tip, the run. Some people disagree with me on this, but I like to run with a little sort of 350ml handheld bottle, and then when you go past the aid stations you can just pour in water, and then you can drink it when you want to, rather than trying to, you know, just drink out of the plastic cup and pouring it all down your chest every 20 minutes and missing your mouth. So, they're my top tips. Thanks.
The front end of this week's been pretty hectic, as it usually is, but Becky and the kids went to London on Thursday, and it allowed me a bit of time to catch up with some admin and do a little bit of training. So this week I managed to get in 3 swims and 2 runs, and I went to the gym and did a session on a watt bike, which was good fun. This shed is a tip at the minute. I don't really feel compelled to come in and do much in the way of turbo training, so goal number 1 next week on Monday, when I've got another day off, is to get this room fixed up so that I can get back in and get on the turbo, because I really missed that focused, just get on with it kind of training that I can do with Trainer Road. So that's priority. Timing wise, I think I'm going to manage 2 swims, 2 bikes, 2 runs next week. That's the plan. Hopefully I'll get those 6 sessions done, and yeah, hopefully I'll be making some more progress. I've got some intensity in this week. The intention is to keep that intensity in next week as well.
Hello. Right, triathlon top tips. First one, and I reckon is the most important one of them all. Always listen to your body. Whether it is on a training session or in a race, remember there will always be another race, and never try and catch up on training. Talking from personal experience, where it cost me 18 months of training for not listening to my body. And second one, always practice your nutrition. Excuse me. Yes, darling, one moment. Practice your nutrition, whether it be for a sprint race, an Olympic race, or a half Ironman. Practice your nutrition for race day. Okay, good luck.
The video I uploaded last week about sleep stuff proved really popular. I got a lot of interest from that, and a lot of people sent me through some really interesting research to kind of look into. I was going to do another video on that this week and talk about the things that I found out, but actually I need to spend a bit more time learning about it myself, and just basically sort of getting my head around it. There's an awful lot of research on the quality of your sleep rather than just the quantity, and we've got to go to Cornwall on Friday for my birthday, and I think that's going to prove quite difficult for me to get a video done and uploaded next week. So I'm going to pre-record a video about the stuff that I've discovered about the sleep, and then just do a quick update about how my training's gone. So I am coming to about halfway through this whole project as well now, and I think I've got to be relatively realistic about where I'm going to be with my goals. I think it's safe to say I'm not going to reach my targets that I'd set myself, and I do have 2 main problems. One is my weight and one is my knee injury, and I have to look at those 2 things and look back at where I was 23 weeks ago. Am I any better with my knee injury? The answer to that is yes, it is improving. Is there any more that I can do to improve that? Not really. I just have to carry on with what I'm doing. The weight seems to be the priority for me at the moment with everything else. 2 months off, being poorly, unmotivated, lack of being able to train, piled on the pounds. So the plan for me on Monday before the master swim session is to meet up with a nutritionalist friend of mine called Sophie Heath, who's going to hopefully give me some advice and point me in the right direction, and basically that'll be my goal. So have a good week. I'll hopefully see some of you over the next 7 days, and off to Cornwall on Friday. Have a good week. See you in week 24.